I thought it was a great exercise for our guys. You think about your preparation now for Red Bull and the way that Crystal Palace pressed and pushed us in the first and second half was very good. I was happy with the way my guys played, calm on the ball, comfortable, played the same way. Was most proud that the first half group and the second half group looked the exact same, which was good. It shows that we have depth. Great opportunity for a Derek Jones to get some live action with the first team. I thought he performed very well. You could go through the list, and I think a lot of guys checked a lot of positive boxes. Good in terms of fitness midweek now. Looking ahead to Sunday, the big Red Bull game. We know this place will be packed and sold out, and we're excited. I thought, despite the 0-0 scoreline, I think there still was some good soccer in the game. There's some good chances. Always happy to keep a clean sheet. So, again, a great exercise for us, and thank you to Crystal Palace and Alan for bringing their team here. A great opportunity for our guys to learn. And again, the game, there's always levels that it gets ramped up, and they're in an early stage in their preseason of fitness. But still, you can see the quality that they have, and it was great for our guys to see it live.
Jim, what were your impressions of the guys that came on in the second half? Anybody that really stuck out to you?
Yeah, I think we started the second half. The first 15 minutes was excellent. Really pressed well together. I thought Cole got on the ball and went 1-versus-1 a couple times, and you saw some of the quality that he brings. Derek made a great through ball, so it's good for our number 8. We look for him to play penetrating balls, and Derek did that twice in the game. That led to chances on a different night. Maybe we shoot for think to shoot first instead of pass. But overall, I thought I really was happy with the guys. Some of them haven't gotten a lot of minutes this year, but they bring it every day in training, and they're the reason why some of the starters are having a successful year, because we are a team. Again, I thought Ray Gaddis was excellent 1-versus-1 against Zaha, one of the top player in England. 1-versus-1 a handful, and Ray did a great job shutting him down. Great to see. A lot of guys performed well. I was really happy, especially with the first 15-20 minutes of the half. I think after that, they made some changes too, and it was a little disjointed for both teams for a little there. Again, they're pushing to gain fitness. So are our guys in some ways. Some of the guys that are out there, that's fast pace for them. You can try and recreate it in practice, but to get actions like that in a game is very valuable for young players and for old players that are looking to gain fitness.
I know you get to see some of these guys a lot. For the fans, which players do you think would stand out to them that they would be excited to see?
From us or from them?
For you.
For our team, for the Philadelphia Union? Fans can like whoever they want. That's the great thing about our game. Fans get to choose what grabs their eye. Some people have an educated eye for how a defender will defend, and they might like Richie Marquez, or they might like the fact that Ken Tribbett is a great passer out of the back, or Josh Yarrow is fast, or you could go through the list. I think we have a lot of likable players, but that's not really for me to decide. Ilsinho is the kind of guy, I guess, who would probably get the oohs and the ahs, so to not have him tonight, obviously we have an eye on Red Bull, and we thought with him, Barnetta, and Pontius, 3 very strong players for us and starters for us, it was best to push them in a different way, so on the fitness side before the game, and not have them play minutes. But we do have a lot of likable players. Again, the sexy name might not be there, but these guys fight for each other. They play a style that is emblematic of this city. It's one that everyone should get on board with and embrace, and we know we have to build some equity with our fan base. That's a fact, because we haven't been great for 6 years, and now we are starting to get some of that, and it's a fight every day. So again, you can talk about individuals and players, but we're a team, and this city's usually pretty good about getting on board with a team, and we have a good one.
David, you're on the right. Can you talk about the experience your players get playing these European teams?
Yeah, you always, as a pro athlete, as a coach, as a player, as a training staff, everybody wants to test themselves against the top, right? So England is one of the top leagues for sure. The players on the field for them are top players, not just because the salaries are so big, but because they're talented. And again, they're at a different phase of their season. They're gaining fitness, so they'll look a lot different once their season kicks off. Again, it's a great for young players and old players to test yourself against the best. That's where you measure yourself. You play for the respect of your teammates, and obviously you want to leave a mark. And I'm sure a lot of the Crystal Palace players will say they have good players too. They have really good players that compete, that play soccer the right way, that pass, that get the ball on the ground. It's not just physical and kicking and fighting. We have a good group that plays soccer the right way. And I thought it was two good teams that pressed each other, kind of canceled each other out in some ways, but great exercise.
Aaron, you're from?
I saw you huddle the second half subs at halftime. What did you say to them, and particularly to Cole and Taylor and Derek?
Yeah, I called them in all together before they started the second half, and I said, listen, the first group treated the game the right way, because these games, you don't take them lightly, but you can go into a tackle halfway, and that's when you get embarrassed or injured, which is worse. So you have to go into things full speed because they're not going to take it easy on you. Stick together, obviously enjoy the moment, but at the same time, know that this is ramped up a bit higher than some of you have ever seen. So they stepped up. They did a great job. You go through Cole. It was great 1-versus-1. He got to the end line a couple times, cut back some balls. Taylor did a good job defending. Got isolated a few times in difficult situations and did great. So and Derek was excellent on the night. I think all around. Wasn't nervous, was comfortable receiving balls, and you just tell a kid like Derek to enjoy the moment. Have fun, play with a smile on your face. You're here for a reason. We believe in you, and he left a good impression on our whole staff. So positive night. Really happy with the guys' overall performance, and it's good momentum and confidence for guys going into Red Bull. Leo Fernandez also. Again, I don't want to forget anybody, but Leo played a great game as well for 90 minutes, closing the ball defensively. Could he make a couple better decisions sometimes on the ball? Absolutely, but over the course of 90, he had a very strong game for us at the 8 and the 10 spot. So really happy with that too.
Okay.
Jim, when Derek makes the jump to the first team, do you see him staying in the 8 spot, or are you still trying to figure out what his best position is right now?
Derek will decide that. Again, there's no guarantees because you play a good 45 minutes with us. We have an eye on the longevity and on the future. We like Derek a lot, and Derek has performed well. But to say when he plays for the first team is premature. He did well tonight. You see quality that is there. You think of Tony Chani as a guy who he reminds me of, and Derek's actually faster. So, again, that's what we want. That's what we want to push him to be. Could he even be better? Absolutely. And that's what's up to us as a coaching staff to continue to develop him, work with him each and every day of having his head on a swivel. When he does make a mistake, we don't care about that. We care about your reaction after to win the ball back immediately. Still young and has lapses of that. But to do it against Crystal Palace was a darn good first step. And I think Derek is trending in the right direction. Is he there yet? Is he the complete package? He's not, and I'll tell that to him, and we have discussions all the time. But he's a good young player, and we want to continue to develop good young players here in Philadelphia. He's on his way, but I don't want to concede that he's made it by any stretch because we like to push our guys harder. He played good 45 minutes. There's 90, and then there's a season, and then there's another season, and another, and then maybe you start to talk about being a good player and making it. So, long way to go, but positive.
Joe here on the right.
Jim, with these 3 games coming up, including the Open Cup next week, was Matt's or John's performance and goal kind of lean you one way, or is it going to be Andre all 3?
You're asking me if Andre's going to be my starter against Red Bull?
No. Throughout the
Yeah, Andre's going to be our starting goalkeeper. That's safe. That's safe to say. Andre's our starter. There is no question about that. It's clear. Oka Nikolov does a heck of a job with our goalkeepers. All 3 are very good. John played great tonight. I thought Matt played excellent as well. Made some big saves for us. But yeah, Andre's the guy. That's my least controversial decision. Come on, man.
Last one, Kevin.
Jim, just another tactical one. It just sort of looks like the way it fell down that Richie was playing on the center back side he doesn't normally play on.
Yeah.
And Ken also as well because he was with Josh. Did that just sort of happen by
Yeah, so with that one we wanted to see, and again we have a great opportunity on a night like tonight to see it for the first time. We've had different combinations for different reasons. injuries, guys in different form. But to see Fabi, Keegan, Ken, and Yarrow together, that was the first time we got to see it. And if you think about their skill set in our mind with the ball, that's 4 guys that all want the ball, that can all really pass. So we wanted to take a look at it. They did a good job. It was good to see. You could see us comfortable building out of the back. It was the first opportunity we had to see it, so we wanted to do it. I talked with Richie. Again, there's no controversy. Richie's a starting center back for the Union. That's not changing, but we wanted to take a look at it, and what better opportunity against a pretty darn good front group of guys than Crystal Palace. So these games are great for that, and yeah, that was the reason and the thinking there. But yeah, Richie, I'm very high on Richie as well.
Thanks, everyone.
All right, guys, thanks.